Have a think about how much you own that you don't really use or you aren't really familiar with. Does it cause a slight amount of stress to bubble up? Try to adopt the principle of minimal. You can use this philosophy of minimal when designing the entire way you want to live your life. For example, you might choose to buy a house that is relatively smaller. It means that you can reduce your mortgage repayments and start spending more money on the things that really make you happy. The less you need to be happy, the greater your chance of being able to meet those requirements yourself. As you live more simply, you can start to meet those demands on your own. Too many of us just don't know what we want. Not just from our decor, but also from life in general. Marketing and media in general are largely responsible for this, as we are constantly being shown different ideals and different ways of living, and told that they are the very best way for us to enjoy our own lives. We end up being pulled in absolutely every direction by 100 different marketing messages and 100 different desires. We never feel quite satisfied with anything because we're constantly being told that something else is the key to happiness. Here, being minimal works because you're cutting back on everything and because it supports the lifestyle you want and the priorities you've set for yourself. This is not what the media wants us to believe. This is not what big corporations want us to discover. Do keep in mind, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. By saving our cash for the things that we really want and not just spending it all on things that catch us off guard, far from having less, we can have more of what really matters to us and what can really make a difference in our lives. This means that you can become a lot better off and drastically increase your disposable income simply by reducing the amount you spend your money on. It's about making that fulfillment closer, not further. Our wealth is not determined by our profit alone. Rather, our wealth is determined by the difference between the amount we earn and the amount we spend. This might mean that you start cutting back on the things you don't really need. It might mean selling off a few unnecessary items. It might mean reducing your outgoings by buying fewer things and avoiding what you don't need. Finding ways to live more cheaply by simplifying your life. The result is that you'll be able to save large amounts of money, get out of debt, and live comfortably instead of constantly feeling like you're right on the edge of what you can afford. At the end of the day, this will bring much more happiness than having huge amounts of stuff. It comes down to having the vision to know what it is you want to do. But having a vision is not enough. You also need a plan so that you can go about enacting it and actually making it happen. One way you can save a fair amount of money by reducing monthly outgoings. For example, choose the things you want to spend time doing instead of buying things or using your various belongings so that you can enjoy free activities like walks in the park or reading books that you already own. Our aim is rather to give ourselves the means to create the kind of lifestyle we've always dreamed of, but using what we already have. You should have that list of great activities to do in the evenings and at weekends to help you live that minimal lifestyle. You don't need to keep spending money on Netflix and on junk when you're spending your weekends exploring your area, learning languages, writing books, or doing things that are just much more fulfilling. The other way we can do it is by creating a budget. This budget should include all of your income and all of your outgoings, preferably into a spreadsheet. You should be able to use this information to create a visualization of your finances and usage of money, how much money you can save or opt to spend on other things. Keep your vision clearly in mind. By doing so, will help you avoiding unnecessary spending of money that can be used in what is necessary for you, and thereby help you in becoming millionaire at earliest. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe our channel so that you can get important feeding to become millionaire.